everybody. Oh, I can't hear myself. Let me fix that real quick.
I can't either.
Would it be here? 1, 2, 3.
Hello.
1, 2, 3. 1. There we go.
Hello?
Now we can.
Hello.
Now we can hear each other. Is there a buzz? I hear a buzz.
No, that's just you.
That's just background noise.
That's just how it is.
Yeah.
How is everybody doing today? It is another episode of Cruising the Planet. Today we are talking about the films of 2023.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, how was Randon doing today?
Randon is doing okay today. I took a nap, so I was able to get a little bit more
You took
sleep.
a nap.
I did take a nap.
How'd you take it? It's 1. What do you mean you took a nap?
I woke up early, and then after my class, I had like 2 hours. So I was like, I'm going to take a nap. So I took a nap. I got my beauty sleep, so I'm chilling.
Yeah. What about Kelly?
What about you, Kelly?
Pretty good. I got back to my dorm pretty late last night. I was out.
Bet you're sleep deprived.
Not really. I got a decent amount of sleep. I just also, like, my feet really hurt. And I was standing on my tiptoes for, like, hours last night.
Yeah. What'd you do last night?
I went to a Sleep Token concert in Dallas.
Nice.
Gotta rep the boys.
Oh,
that's what
merch
that is.
on the first.
Yeah.
How long was that line, though? How long was that merch
Don't
line?
ask.
Bro,
Don't ask.
it was so long at the
No,
line.
it's actually kind of tragic because I really wanted the tour shirt, just like the kind of basic tour shirt that like bands always or like artists always have when they're on tour, that just like lists all the tour dates and everything like that. Got up there, they only have an extra small left in the black one, and they only have like a medium, I think, in the white one. And I was like, okay, well, fine, I'll just go with like the face of the lead singer. Faces, they were masks. They're all anonymous. That's like part of the premise of the band.
What?
They're all anonymous. So the lead singer, nobody knows who he is, but he goes by Vessel. The other band members go by 2, 3, and 4, all in Roman numerals.
That's actually kind of cool.
It's really cool, actually. So they also don't talk during the concert.
They just sing.
Yeah, pretty much. And I will say, like, the moment, like capital T, the moment I have ever seen is because, like, they had the opening act, like, leave the stage. They were kind of setting up. I think they were setting up for, like, 20 minutes. There ended up being a problem with the sound system, so it took a little bit longer to kind of get between the opening act and the like main act and everything like that, and all this, and so they were playing like music really, really softly, kind of just like general music, which was actually really funny because they ended up playing one of my current favorite songs, Jason by the Midnights, because I guess the Midnights are playing at the same venue like tonight and everything like that, which is really fun because I'm kind of obsessed with that song.
That one to do?
No, God no. God no. I only really know the one song by them.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden the music kind of fades out, and it's a little bit difficult to hear because people are just like talking and everything like that. And then you hear like the starting little synth guitar string of the very first song on their new album, Take Me Back to Eden. It's called Chokehold.
Goes crazy.
And not even, but then you hear Vessel's vocals start on that song, and the entire place goes silent, and the smoke on the stage kind of clears, and he's just there.
Oh,
it was
cool.
the moment. It was the moment.
That's cool.
But yeah, so I stood in the merch line for like an hour, and I got this, and they only really had like I'm not kidding, 3 sizes above what I wear. So this is super big. If I take this jacket off, the sleeves just keep going. I have a scrunchie, like I have it like bunched up right in the front with a scrunchie tied and just like tucked under, so that way it's not like egregious. But if I take that scrunchie off, it goes down to my knees.
I mean,
oh my God.
I've seen girls wear the oversized shirts a lot. So
yeah, the good thing about these is that the t-shirts are 100% cotton. So
shrink a little bit.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna throw this in the washer on hot water, and then I'm gonna dry it on hot.
Like 3 times.
Yeah, and try and see if I can't shrink it a little bit. But
I like the shirt. It's cool design.
Yeah,
cool.
no, it's really cool. It started off really cool because the
I
mask.
thought it was 2 Spotify logos.
Japanese background or something.
The mask used to be that's just the symbol of the band. But the mask used to be like full, and ever since their release of the new album, you can kind of see the teeth right. Like I said, it's all really scrunched up. But like the bottom half of the mask around his mouth is starting to like erode, and it like in all like the merch, all the pictures, and like the physical one he wears on the stage.
Sleep token.
Sleep token.
Sleep token.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Well,
they're so good.
I'm glad you had a.
That sounds amazing.
I had such a
great
good time last night. It's like I was standing pretty close to the stage. I could feel the music like in my chest.
Whoa.
Right. It was
the
so
heck?
cool.
That like a.
Yeah. No, that's a.
Whoa, that's pretty interesting actually. It's kind of cool. Something he's holding on stage is kind of cool.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
They wear like robes and stuff.
Yeah. It's
cool.
also really funny because the lead singer Vessel, he was just getting jiggy
this
with
is
it.
your shirt.
Yeah, but like I
so
said, the bottom half of
that's
that
your
mask
shirt.
is like eroding, so it's kind of like, Yeah, he was just getting jiggy with some of those songs. He was like white boy
Nice.
club dancing up on there. It was hilarious.
Nice.
So it's a white boy, you think?
No,
Since it was all boy club, okay.
I don't actually.
Well,
I think it's
that's him.
tactical to throw things off.
That's him. I'm just kidding.
what it's good to know that you guys. I mean, you had a great concert night last night with the girls, right?
I went with my sister,
Oh, with the
which
sis.
is really funny because she is not into that kind of music at all. Yeah,
Oh, I see that. Right.
they wear
Yeah.
like black body paint, like they did I think it was the bassist ended up putting a cowboy hat on last night because of Texas.
It looks like metal music.
Yeah, it is.
I see. That's
I actually think they have a song you'd really be into.
interesting. I'll
It's cool. It's
check
cool.
them out.
But
Very-
today we are talking about films of 2023. Now I failed 2023 when it comes to films.
Me too, kind of.
I haven't seen a whole lot, but I know a whole lot came out. Whether it be number one, which is Barbie, of course.
Our special guest today.
What's going on, Lance? Lance is
Put your
gonna join us
headset.
today. The one and only Mr. Lancey, Fancy Lance Fance.
Yeah.
Now Lance, he knows a lot about movies.
He's the movie
seen
guy.
almost every movie of the year. He is the movie guy. He talks to us about movies, and I know about movies because of Lance. If it wasn't for Lance, I wouldn't know about some
Is that
movies.
right?
I didn't even know what a
Yeah.
movie was until I met Lance.
Lance gives
So
me
true.
I didn't know movies existed.
yeah. So Lance gives me all my knowledge I know about music. Not music, movies
And music.
and music. A lot of rock music, a lot of stuff I wouldn't look at. I
Yeah,
look at
honestly.
now because of him. So
Thank you.
listen to the whole Legend, the Bob Marley album because of him actually. So
Yeah.
how you feel about that?
You listen to the whole thing?
Yeah, I listened to the whole
Oh,
thing.
nice. What was your favorite song?
Um,
love
A
Bob
favorite
Marley.
that you can remember.
the one thing I like at is I played the album. I didn't look at the titles at all.
Oh.
Okay.
You just
But
kinda,
mine is
listen to
my-
the song.
One of my favorite songs was "Sun is Shining
Yeah.
Under that one. I like that. You know,
Did you like the Three Little Birds?
that one's cool, but I feel like that's the song everyone knows. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
yeah?
I heard that one because of the movie Shark Tale. Remember that movie,
A
Shark Tale?
classic.
Kind of.
That's a
It's in
great
that movie.
That's a
Every
great
little
movie.
thing
It's
is
gonna
gonna
Isn't-
be
isn't-
alright.
Am I crazy?
Nemo
or
competitor.
Is that like Will Smith?
Yeah, it is Will
Oh
Smith.
yeah, he is. Yeah,
Yeah.
the main fish.
Okay, that one redfish, she's totally based on a Lola Rabbit, right?
Most likely.
Oh yeah.
The redfish, yeah.
It's got
it
it's
has to be.
same vibes.
That's from Looney Tunes, right?
no
or
Lola
Lola
Lola Rabbit is a
Roger Rabbit.
Roger Rabbit.
Oh.
No, that's Lola Bunny.
Oh.
See, I know about movies. I just don't know
Am
about
I
this year's
thinking about
movies.
Space Jam?
I think so.
The
Yeah.
cartoon.
Yeah,
like-
you're thinking about Space Jam.
Okay. Wrong. My fault.
Yeah. What have you been watching lately, Lance? 2023 is not over, so what's something you've been looking to watch or you've watched recently?
Movie wise?
Yeah.
I watched the first two Equalizer movies because I'd never seen them, and now I need to go watch the third one that's in theaters.
Equalizer is kind of like the John Wick, right? Type deal.
Yeah, in a way. Yeah. It's
Is that out right now?
Denzel Washington kind of playing an ex-CIA guy
Yeah.
who's,
I think I've seen
Doing
this.
his
It's like
thing.
a room full of like 8 dudes and he'll like kill everyone.
yeah.
Type deal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Those are fun movies.
So it is kind of, it's one of those like revenge-ish, kind of like a guy that has the skill helping out the little guy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
They were good though. They're not the John Wick movies, I would say, are better movies
Yeah.
than that, but they're good.
Yeah. Cool. Well, we have this year, of course, Barbie was the number one selling. Oppenheimer, Super Mario Brothers. Those are the top 3 that I think of.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man was way up there.
Haven't seen that one. I know all of y'all have
Oh,
seen that
Spider-Man,
one.
Wow.
I haven't
good.
seen.
You haven't
no,
seen
no, I
Spider-Man?
did see that one actually. I did.
Into the
I saw it. I
Spider-Verse?
think 2 days before I saw the Barbie movie. But I'm gonna be honest. I
forgot
had
about
I saw that movie the same night that I flew. Like I was on a plane. Like a really early flight too, and it was a really late showing. And so since it was such an early flight, I didn't sleep much the night before. So I may or may not have fell asleep just a little bit towards the end in the theaters for Across
Wow,
the
you
Spider.
missed the best part.
Well,
No, I saw the very end. I saw the very end. I did.
I'm actually known to be the guy who falls asleep in the movies.
It's never happened to me before.
I definitely will fall asleep in the movie theater here and there.
Those
Yeah.
seats are just so comfy.
Yeah, it's like cool, comfortable,
Lance, did you see the Spider-Man movie?
Oh yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
I think that's the best animated movie I think I've ever seen.
I would have to, at this point this year, disagree. I would have maybe said that, but I really like the Ninja Turtle movie quite a bit more.
The Ninja Turtle movie.
I heard it was really good.
Yeah.
I want to see it. I also really like Super Mario Bros. That one was really good too.
Yeah.
That was more of like a pop culture type thing though.
Did it follow like the did it have anything to do with like the television animation series? Like did it follow that storyline at all, or was it just a completely new thing?
That was its own universe.
There's lots of like references and stuff like that, but yeah, the plot is kind of very thin in that movie.
Yeah.
But if you know Mario and Nintendo and stuff, it's really interesting the whole way through because there's
I heard that was the same way with Dungeons and Dragons. A lot of references that a lot of people like.
Lots and lots of references, but not a thin plot. I would say that movie has a really great plot and story.
So you like the Dungeons and Dragons?
Oh yeah, that's a really good movie.
I still haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it yet, but I do really want to see it.
But anyway, did you know that Oppenheimer now is the highest grossing biopic of all time?
Really?
Biopic. What would be like what's that? Biopic.
Like a biography movie.
Okay.
You know.
Wow. That's crazy.
That's one of the movies I did see was Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
I haven't seen it, but I heard it was very beautifully filmed, very
cinematic.
Very cinematic. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Christopher Nolan movie, which is kind of his thing.
Christopher Nolan and Hans Zimmer, right?
Not Hans Zimmer anymore.
Hans
He
Zimmer?
has, for his last two movies, have had a new composer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but he's like a Finnish guy or something. He has a new director of photography and a new composer.
Oh, wow.
But for that, and what was his last movie called? What was that movie? It's the guy and all the reverse time stuff and
Inception? No,
Interstellar?
That's in Dream. That's
no.
Dreams.
You guys are naming Christopher Nolan movies,
Yeah.
just not the right one. Anyway, whatever it was called. Yeah, Christopher Nolan is kind of known for like movies that he writes that aren't based on anything. So, you know, Batman, like that script is really good, or like even Oppenheimer is based on a book about Oppenheimer. But his movies that he writes himself are, you know, not always the best written movies, but they're always great to look at.
I see.
You know?
I see. Did he write Oppenheimer by himself?
Yeah, but it's based off of material from a biography.
Okay, yeah.
Reminds me of Hamilton, the musical.
Yeah.
Hamilton. I've never seen like a Broadway film. It'd be really cool to do that. But
I've seen a few Broadway like recordings, like the official cast recordings, and I've been to a few Broadway shows. They're good experiences if you're into that sort of thing.
Yeah, and you can go to Broadway shows in Dallas.
Yeah.
I got to go to a
Don't have to go
Broadway
to New
show
Yeah,
in New York. It was actually really cool.
So what?
I got to go to a Broadway show in New York one time. It was actually
Okay, I'm kind of jealous of that.
I met
I've
you,
never
Kelly.
been to New York.
You said Twerk House? What'd you say?
Tour casts.
What?
Tour cast. So there's going to be like your main cast that's going to be the mainstay in like Broadway, like in New York. And then there's going to be like typically 1 to 2 tour casts. They're going to tour different parts of the country, setting up on different like venues, like theater venues across the country. Last Dallas, my sister actually, as like a Christmas present, took me to see Six when it was touring, which was like a very, very, very fictionalized kind of, you know, jokey sort of thing about like the 6 wives of King Henry VIII.
That's cool.
Yeah, but you know, like New York Broadway, a lot of times, a lot of those shows are like Hollywood, like TV and film actors. A lot of the time, right? And in Chicago too, that happens a lot. But then the touring casts are like tend to be like more experienced, like theater actors. So like sometimes they might even be a little better quality in certain ways, you know.
But
they're just as good.
I saw Hadestown, not this past spring break, but the one before that. Oh my God!
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of great Broadway touring shows in Dallas. Yeah, good stuff.
It's like a different. It's not like that's like. It's like a movie, but it's more of a play.
It's like a movie right in front of your face.
Yeah, it's like a movie that's not a movie.
This just in: Travis discovers the art of
real
theater.
life.
It's like a movie that's not. There's no film. It's just happening right in front of you.
Your eyes
your
are the
face.
camera.
And it's new every night.
Yeah.
They have to shoot it every night.
Travis, what do you think about TV shows that are recorded in front of a live studio audience? Is that a novelty?
No comment.
Sound like
Laughing tracks.
I just didn't understand what you said. It was just complex in my mind. I just said no comment to save myself there.
So anyway, movies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So Kelly, what movies have you seen this year?
I saw Barbie.
Okay. So
Barbie?
so my question should have been, what movie have you seen this year?
Well, I saw Across the Spider-Verse,
Well,
but
there you go.
my opinion on that is that I don't think it's as good as the first one, but I don't think it has to be because the movies are gearing up to be a trilogy, right? This one is kind of like setting up for that final one, which I think probably will end up being better than the first one.
Wait, which one are you talking? What, are you talking about
Across the Spider-Verse, right? So it's that second one. It's the follow-up. It's the sequel. I like it a lot. I think it's gorgeous. I like the focus that is a little bit more on Gwen and everything like that. And I really like the movie. I don't think it's as good as the first one, if only because it's saving some of those stuff like with the main antagonists for that second one.
Oh, yeah.
So I felt like the plot felt a little loose in it. But again, it's just by merit of being kind of more of a setup than
Yeah, if you're
supposed to be
talking
like a standalone. Than
About
the
a
first one.
complete story, it's probably not as good as the first one.
Yeah.
But all those other things that those movies offer, like
It's so good.
references and the interesting visuals, it probably is better than the first one in those ways. You know?
I was still mind blown when they added the meme, the two Spider-Man pointing at each other. They added that. I was like, no way.
Yeah, this year
so
though was
funny.
this summer was kind of littered with part ones of 2-part stories. Like
Yeah, I know.
Fast X was a part one. It just
Yeah.
ended in the middle of a scene.
Mm-hmm.
And then the movie I was the most excited for this whole year, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part One.
Part one
was a part one.
yeah.
So part two comes
Dang.
out next year. I would say most excited for that movie. Probably didn't end up being my favorite movie of the year, but it's probably like my 4th favorite Mission Impossible movie, I would say. I'm
How many are
a Tom
there?
Cruise fanatic though, so like always.
Yeah.
How many Mission Impossible movies are there?
Yeah.
There's 1 and 2 and 3 and Ghost Protocol, and there's 7. I think this was number
Dang.
7.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Wow.
When do they give up on that? You know, like
They
Tom
don't.
Cruise
are they just
dies filming Mission Impossible.
for real?
For real.
I think that's gonna be the ending of the movies. The Tom Cruise movies. They're just gonna kill him at the end of the project.
It's gonna be a day where he has to say, "Okay, I'm gonna ramp my wheelchair off of this," you know.
Over the Grand Canyon.
He's gonna take the role in X-Men. The guy says the one that is in a wheelchair and bald.
Yeah,
That's his next.
Professor X.
Yeah, that's his next role.
yeah,
Only one he could take.
true that.
True that.
But anyway, so yeah, it was good. You guys seen? I've seen every Tom Cruise movie that's ever been made.
Was Avatar this year, or was that 2022?
Last year, man.
Me saying Tom Cruise made you think of?
I don't know
Avatar?
why it made me think of Avatar.
Yeah. Anyway, that was last year. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a very tail end.
What
of
other
last year.
Tom Cruise movies can I think of?
None.
Gun?
Top Gun came
Top
out
Gun.
last year.
007?
Not a Tom Cruise movie.
Yeah.
Who is that guy then?
James
That's,
Bond.
James
The
Bond.
newest 007 was Daniel Craig, but
Yeah.
he got murdered with a nuclear bomb.
Isn't
at the
Idris
end of-
Elba
Oh, yeah.
doing
Last
James
one.
Bond now?
That was always a rumor, but no.
No? Oh, that was just a rumor?
Yeah.
No, it's not a rumor. Him playing Knuckles in the Sonic movies. That's a
Did
choice.
he actually?
I stand by that.
Oh yeah,
He actually does.
that's cool,
No
man.
way.
I didn't realize that, but I guess, yeah, that is his voice.
You know, this year there was that one movie we were talking about it earlier. With in the summer we were talking about it us at the station. It was the one that apparently the lights were on during the movie. It was like controversial film.
Oh, Sound of Freedom.
Sound of Freedom. Did you see that movie?
My
already?
parents did, yeah.
Have you seen the
They
movie,
had the
Lance?
same problem.
No, but I know all about it. Like, that, like, various churches and religious organizations were taking donations to buy tickets to that movie.
Yeah, at the end
So-
of the movie, there was like this
was like a-
QR code that people can donate money to.
But it's like a total sellout all over the country for weeks and weeks and weeks. It stayed in the top 10 for longer than any movie stays in the top 10. But the theaters would be like empty a lot of the time, you know? Like the theater's sold out, but it's totally empty.
That's interesting, man.
I mean, it's kind of a scam playing on people's, religious commitments, I guess.
Yeah.
You know? Like, religious or not, like, no Hollywood company needs to try to make money off of your religious ideas, right?
Yeah. What do you think? What do you say to? I'm not trying to make this like a whole debate or you know.
Sure.
No.
But like, what do you say? Because the biggest argument that comes to mind on that is the people who say, well, they're spreading awareness. They are getting compensated. They're spreading awareness.
Yeah.
So what would you say to that?
I would say it's not really anybody's business to spread awareness. Like, that's a personal thing to each person, and you know what I mean.
For sure.
Like, no, a movie's not gonna make somebody religious. That's not.
Oh
religious,
yeah. Yeah.
And they're donating these tickets, and no one's even.
I mean, I don't
taking
think
them.
it was like a religious movie. It was just about like child sex trafficking. It wasn't like a religion-based thing.
Okay, sure.
Like,
I think a lot of it was, but
I gotta watch
also,
the
like,
movie, man.
A lot of like QAnon type stuff and
QAnon?
QAnon.
What is that?
You don't know what QAnon?
Oh,
is?
quinoa?
No,
You don't know what QAnon is?
no, I didn't.
No, what's that?
Okay, never mind. We don't have to get into
Quinoa
QAnon.
is a food,
I know
Travis.
it's good. It's
Do
great.
you know what QAnon is?
I know what quinoa
Okay.
is.
QR code.
I'm sorry. Travis said, do you mean quinoa?
Yeah,
Good,
it's
man.
pretty funny.
It's pretty
Well,
good.
I think one of the main reasons that a lot of people didn't go see that movie was because there was a lot of problems with the theater, like just with that movie. Like a lot of AMC theaters, they would turn the AC off so people wouldn't go see the movie. A lot of the lights would stay on the whole movie. That actually happened to my parents. The AC didn't work and the lights stayed on the whole movie. So they left and went to go see it another time in a different theater. And that was happening all across the country just for that one movie. So it was like people who own the theaters are trying to make people not go see the movie. So that's why a lot of theaters are always empty. And
I don't think that's. Maybe it is partially true since your parents experienced it, but I don't think
my
that's-
parents, a lot of other people too.
Yeah, I don't think that's probably the main reason that. But who knows?
Yeah.
Good job, Travis.
Well, we're getting a little off topic, guys. Let's go ahead and get into this game. Tier list we have here of a numerous amounts of franchises we have. We have Alvin and the Chipmunks, we got Jurassic Park, we got Nemo, we got Pokemon, all these movie franchises, and we're going to rate them however we'd like. So let me go ahead and get these people to see our screen. Well, people, boom, boom. Boom. All right, so it would be much better if you guys could see this. Randon, I'm sorry, you probably won't be able to see it.
Haha.
It didn't turn out that time, so. But the first one we have up on the list is The Godfather. And guys, I didn't make this tier list, so there's definitely gonna be some stuff that's missing. Some stuff that you might think like, why is this even on the list? But we're just gonna go with it for today.
If we haven't seen it, can we rank it?
Well, I think if we haven't seen it, we'll just put it here in F tier, as in like
Forfeit.
fudge. I don't know. Forfeit, yeah.
How many people need to have seen it for it to be ranked?
Probably
I say two.
Okay.
And then the others just won't have a vote in it.
But
Yeah.
we're also talking about franchises, so how many of the movies do those two people need to have seen?
That's a good
Majority.
question. Like, I'd say
A
majority,
majority.
yeah. To have a really good opinion.
If it's like, if I don't even know if this is on here, but if it's like Fast and Furious, there's like 9 of those movies, right? As long as you've
10.
seen, or okay, 10. So as long as you've seen like 6 of them.
I mean, honestly, those movies are so great, though. I think if you've seen like just the top 3 of those movies, you'd have a good judgment. You know what I mean? Because those movies have a huge
I was
impact.
just using a number example.
I'm not coming at you. I'm just saying.
I was just trying to figure out a movie.
First we
franchise.
have- Is The Godfather. I actually have not seen The
You've
Godfather.
never seen The Godfather?
No.
I have, but it's not my favorite thing in the world.
I have a
so-
teacher who.
You want to put it like here? What do you guys want to put? It
Well,
goes.
if I'm the only one who's seen it, I guess we have to put it.
Yeah, I guess we do. Marvel Studios. Come on.
That's like S tier.
Yeah, I would
That
put
has
at the
to be
very
S
top.
tier.
Yeah, yeah.
That
for
has
sure.
to be S tier.
The heights of that franchise are so high that
Yeah.
even its lowest lows can't bring it out of S tier.
I think even if this was 5 years ago, I think Marvel would still be S tier. You know what I mean?
Definitely 5 years ago. I think if it was 5 years ago, there wouldn't be any,
Any
question.
question?
Okay, there
now,
you go.
there's you could raise a few questions, but
There you go.
there you go.
We got John Wick.
That's S tier to me.
Yeah, I've only seen like maybe the first one, so I can't really say a whole lot about it. But it's a great movie.
As far as action franchises go, I would call that one of my favorites. So I'd say at least A tier.
A tier. What about you, Kelly? Have you seen any of these? You haven't seen any of the John or like any clips or anything like that? Crazy. What about you?
I haven't seen it, but I have a good, really close
Dang,
friend
dude.
that John Wick is literally his favorite movie. All of them.
Well, I feel like it's a sin, like to just put it as F, John Wick. But do we have to at this point? Like, because you're the only one who's
I don't
seen
think
it?
we have to.
Well, let's say as long as a second person has seen one of them.
Yeah, I'd say
You know.
definitely it's great. And so with that, I can agree with you on A for John Wick for sure.
Okay. But all four are, and to me, they get better and better.
The fourth one came out this year, by the way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did see that. I didn't see it, but I saw that it came out. Disney.
Just
Wait, this is
Disney.
just Walt Disney. This makes no sense.
Are you talking about like old Disney or new Disney?
This is old Disney.
I like old Disney. I think old Disney should definitely be like S tier.
How do you know it's old Disney?
It looks old Disney, and then I have another one over here that says Toy Story.
But that would be Pixar.
That's
even.
Pixar.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I would
it
say
is
Disney
Pixar.
would go from like Snow White era to what was the
Monsters,
Disney
Inc.?
movie this year? No, that's a
Elemental?
Pixar movie.
I
That's a
I
Pixar
thought it
movie.
was Disney Pixar. I thought like
Oh.
Cars
Disney
was
does
Disney
own
Pixar.
Pixar, but they're not the same thing.
Yeah.
But
Also, is this
because
just,
then you would say Disney also is Star Wars.
is
Yeah.
this just talking about like the animated movies, or is that the live
I'd
action
say
ones?
the animation.
Okay, the animated
Yeah.
ones.
But whatever came out this year, Strange Worlds came out last year, so that's one of the newest ones.
Okay.
I would say B tier.
B tier.
Yeah.
For Disney.
I'm not a Disney fan.
But I mean cultural impact.
Yeah, we got my favorite Disney film. Pause is, and this is it's a big outlier, but it's Fox and the Hound. I
That's a
love.
great one.
That's one of my favorite
I
movies.
forgot about that. Fox and the Hound.
You've read about it.
I've read about that
forgot
book.
about it.
Oh, you
I-
forgot
movie.
about it. So what do you think
I like that movie. I think
No,
of Disney?
of Disney, like
What tier?
it definitely. I grew up with Disney.
So-
I grew up with that. I like Disney. I think
A
it should be like,
tier
at least top of A tier.
top of A tier.
Top of A tier. If
I would
not-
put it above John Wick
Yeah,
for sure. If it's
I
an
definitely
A
would
tier.
too.
I would probably put Disney in S tier, but below Marvel.
I think that's true. Yeah, we should do that.
I vote A. Oof.
But since Kelly says B, let's put it at the top of A.
Yeah, there you go.
It's really funny because like I'm not a huge Disney fan. My sister is obsessed with Disney, like obsessed.
Yeah, Disney's great.
Give me 1 sec, I'll come get you, okay?
It's definitely made everyone's childhood. Everyone's childhood in this room has seen Disney. You know what I mean? Like grew up on Disney.
What's
And-
next? I'm gonna do a few more, then I'll go get Jake, and you can introduce
For
Jake to
sure.
everybody.
We have Harry Potter. I've never seen any of the
Oh,
Harry Potter
S tier.
movies.
I think. Sorry, I just think Harry Potter is so good.
I personally don't think the movies are S tier. I would put them like top of B or bottom of A. The books are S tier, but
Yeah.
they're great
Talking about
movies,
movies.
but they're not like
He's talking trash about you.
I just think Harry Potter's like. I really enjoyed watching the movies. In my opinion, they're just so like. The storyline throughout all of them and how all of the movie. I mean, I guess they're all books, but like every single movie connects to each other at the end of the whole storyline is just really cool. I thought it was like, that's 8 movies, and they're all connected. It's really amazing to me. Which is
Kelly
like,
has no
just like
opinion.
Oh, Kelly has an opinion.
Oh, what is she?
Do you not like
is
Harry
it
Potter?
controversial
I
opinion?
don't like the movies.
Oh,
it's all right.
so would you put it if you don't like? Tell us about it.
I think the later movies get a lot better.
I will say, I think the casting for the movies is phenomenal. It's some of the best casting I think I've ever seen. And seeing like the dichotomy, that's kind of like the difference of how like the main trio. What is it? It's Daniel
Hermione.
Radcliffe,
Oh, yeah.
Emma
Granger.
Watson.
Watson. Granger.
Watson.
I was thinking Emma Granger too, but that's her last name as the character.
Oh, yeah.
Emma Watson, and then Ron.
Weasley.
Hermione.
I don't know his name.
Oh, Grint.
So
Oh, Rupert Grint.
Rupert
That's right.
Where are we
the
gonna
three
put
of them,
this?
like they're not great in the first movie
No.
because they're like actually just 11 years old.
Yeah.
But like,
Wait, in
The-
real life?
yeah,
What? I didn't know that.
yeah, they're like 11
I know
years
that they
old
were
when they're acting in
young.
that movie. So seeing them in that first movie, they're not like the best. I think it's really funny that chess scene at the end. It's actually just not good.
Yeah.
But like even to the next one, to Chamber of Secrets, they get so much better. And then seeing them in those final 2 Deathly Hallows movies, they have all 3 just come into their own so much. They are so good, like absolutely blow it out of the water kind of thing. But like the casting just doesn't redeem it all in my eyes. I just think they're kind of
Okay.
meh beyond that. I would put it C or B.
Yeah. I
Okay.
would say it has to go above John Wick culturally.
really?
Not for me personally, but well,
This is all like this. We don't have to account for everyone else. This is us four.
So what do you say?
What do you?
No, what do you say?
I think I'm gonna say like A.
A.
Because
Kelly.
She said B or C.
B or C.
B or
I think
C?
like bottom of A or top of B.
I would say A.
A. So A.
And you have not seen Harry
I have not
Potter
seen
movies.
it, so I guess we're putting it. Where? I guess we're putting it A.
There you go.
That works.
Cool. And now I just realized we like already like halfway into the show. We might have to go a little faster with this tier list
It's
if we
okay.
want to.
Pick
Okay.
a couple
Go down,
random
so.
ones.
Despicable Me.
Oh, Despicable Me was one of my favorite childhood movies. I would put that at S tier just because it stuck with
See,
me
I
for
would
so
put
long.
the first movie as S tier, but as a franchise, I think I'd put it B.
Yeah, as
The
a franchise.
the second and third one are kind of bad.
I would
but
say as a
What?
franchise, even C or D.
Even
Yeah.
Minions.
But
Yeah.
that
don't like
first one,
Minions?
that first one,
What about the new one, the Gru, Life of Gru or something?
it's like they're all okay kids movies.
I'm gonna
Really?
put it
You
at C.
that first one is so good. That
First one
first one
was
is
really
so
good.
good. They just fall off after that's so hard.
Yeah. Here's one. Rush Hour. Oh, I love this. This is one of my favorites. All three.
even-
Love it. I'm saying S tier for Rush Hour.
I don't remember enough about them, but
What even
Really?
is that?
they definitely aren't.
I don't know where Shower.
I don't.
What?
I don't know what
Guess
that
we're
is.
putting it F tier.
I don't
Never
even think
heard
I've
of
heard
it.
of that.
Dang, for
I mean,
real.
I've seen all of them.
Yeah, I love it,
Do you
man.
understand
We don't have to
the
put an
words
F
that are
tier?
coming out of my mouth?
Yeah.
All that good
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah.
You two rank it. What is it? What do you think it should be?
For me, I say, for me, it's different because it's like, as a kid, I grew up
Stuck
watched
with
all
it.
these movies, and I
Yeah.
love them. So S tier for me.
Lance?
But in reality,
Just
it's
based
not.
on vibes, ballpark
BC.
estimate.
Yeah, that's fair.
So maybe
BC.
B. Let's make it our first.
I
B.
say, yeah, we could definitely do that.
or because it's not. We can't start saying
It's not an S
everything's
tier.
A.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not an S tier.
Or
But
A.
I agree with B. It's
Yeah,
a
okay.
good B tier.
Just because it's a B doesn't mean it's a bad movie.
Yeah, Alien.
Alien.
Remember the
What-
Alien?
What does that look like?
Alien versus Predator. Alien.
Well,
Oh.
there's Aliens, then Alien versus Predator, then
There's Monster versus
the one that
Alien.
has a whole other name, and then
know.
the follow up to that movie, which was called something Alien Covenant.
Mhm.
Alien Covenant. What was the first Alien Covenant movie? It was
It
called.
was just Alien, wasn't it?
No. There was a movie from like maybe 10 years ago that Alien Covenant is a follow up to.
Mm.
And you don't even know it's an alien movie until the very end.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I've never seen the Alien movies, but I know what you're talking about. I was watching like a YouTube essay like video that was like 2 hours long, and it just brought it up randomly at some point and spent like 10 minutes talking about it, and I don't remember what it is, and it's the only thing I know about the Alien franchise.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it.
I know they look cool. That's about it.
Altogether, I would say those for me would be B.
I agree.
I give it a C. We go B, late B. It's not nearly bad as Rush Hour.
Those are all things I saw a long, long time ago and just don't remember enough.
Yeah.
about.
What about Hangover? Oh, love this series.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
But the
Never
whole
seen it.
series you love?
The whole series. Yeah, I like all the movies. So
Are
Hangover.
there 2 movies or 3?
Three.
There's
Three.
3.
Hangover.
Maybe B also.
Yeah.
I've never seen
I
them.
put it.
can't-
I put it A for me.
I heard that was really funny.
It's just
But-
hilarious, dude. But yeah, I say A. You say B.
Yeah, that first Hangover movie was like so different as a comedy movie from anything.
Well, you put a Rush Hour.
Has to go above Rush Hour
Yeah.
for sure.
I kind of hurt my soul. Okay.
I mean, Rush Hour, it's not like the Rush Hour series is known as like these great movies, but personal joy they give you definitely matters, you know?
Yeah. Well, how about Shrek then?
Oh, S tier, S
I don't
plus.
care
Wait, what
about
did you
Shrek.
say?
S plus.
I put Shrek at a business. I put a good C for Shrek
What?
because
Shrek 1.
After the first movie or
respectfully,
second
I
movie,
think you're
they're all bad.
wrong.
I think if you include the two Puss in Boots movies, for me,
Oh,
they
that
okay.
would be
A tier.
amazing.
okay. Well, I think we should because it's. I think it's around the.
Part of the franchise.
Yeah, it definitely is part of the franchise. So, with that being said, I can agree with B or A.
I think A.
A.
A. Everyone with A.
Shrek.
You want to put above Harry Potter?
Yes.
Above
It's
John
Shrek.
Wick?
I don't know about Harry
It's
Potter.
Shrek.
I don't know about John Wick.
I don't know
I
about
would
Harry
put it
Potter.
between those two for me.
Yeah. Spider-Man.
I love Spider-Man.
Which one are
We're
we
talking
talking?
about
The whole
every
franchise.
Spider-Man.
The whole
Oh,
franchise.
S tier.
Spider-Man.
I mean, Spider-Man has technically had 4 franchises in film, but I guess if we're counting every one of those, like Sam Raimi, Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield.
Well, wouldn't that be Marvel Studios? Is different? Or?
Those were Sony.
They were
Sony.
They were made by Marvel Studios, but owned by Sony.
So I'm guessing since we have a Marvel franchise studios, then we have to, I guess, for Spider-Man, just include the Sony ones, right?
No, I think we would be including
All of them?
all of them.
Okay.
Because unless somewhere it says Sam Raimi Spider-Man, and
Not just Spider-Man.
So I think that's S tier.
I definitely could agree with that.
Because those first two Sam Raimi movies are great. I think the first Andrew Garfield one is great. All three of the Tom Holland ones are great.
Yeah.
And I'm saying like a director and then 2 actors, but I can't remember the
Tobey Maguire.
people who directed the other 2. But then also the 2 animated ones that we were talking about earlier.
I just think of the Tobey Maguire ones, and I just think of it's pizza time.
Pizza time. Yeah.
Stupid look on his face. He nailed that.
Yeah. So, yeah.
But I think
controversial opinion. I don't like the Tom Holland ones all that much. I think
they're okay. They're good.
I think the first one is really, really good. And Far From Home was kind of just like meh to me. I saw it in theaters.
I like the last one.
I didn't even watch the third one.
Well, you should. Far From Home is definitely the weakest of the 3, but
that's the one with Mysterio, right?
Yeah, but the third one is the best of the 3.
I agree.
For sure. Let's get rid of a couple of ones that people probably haven't seen.
Okay.
Have you guys all seen Mad Max?
No.
Okay, so
I have seen Mad Max. It's great.
Oh, you have?
Well, not everything's about you, Travis.
Let's rate
No,
it.
kidding.
But I've only seen the greatest
Fury
movie.
Road.
The greatest movie I heard.
Mad Max Fury Road is definitely the best.
Yeah,
Mad
that's the
Max
one I've
movie.
seen. It's great.
The first Mad Max movie is really good too, but if you haven't seen it, just put it in the.
I've seen that one like 4 or 5 times. How good it is.
Fury Road.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, and I played the video games too.
Really.
Yeah. So, where do you want to put it, Lance?
To me, as good as
a
the new
franchise,
one is, it's still 4 movies.
Yeah.
I believe there's 3 original ones, maybe 2, and I've only seen the first one and the newest one. So the highest I could put it is B.
Okay. I was gonna say C, but I guess we could put it B. At the end. The Hobbit. I haven't seen The Hobbit.
It says just The Hobbit, not like Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit.
Well, I guess we could include because originally it was The Hobbit, right? Before Lord of the Rings.
Not movie.
It's a prequel, but it was released after. Personally, I think it's Elijah Wood, right? That's his name.
Not in The Hobbit, but are we talking about Lord of the Rings too?
Yes, we are because I don't see Lord of the Rings on here. So I guess as a total, those are great movies. I've only seen 2 of them.
Yeah, the Hobbit movies are all okay to pretty weak, but the 3 Lord of the Rings movies are all stellar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see them. I still haven't seen them yet.
And the show that came out
that.
last year on Amazon Prime.
Cool.
Really great too. So I think it would be hard for Lord of the Rings to not be S tier personally, but it's whatever. You haven't seen Lord of the Rings?
I want
Seen
to. I heard
Hobbit
so
movies.
good.
Yeah.
So-
Did you like them?
I liked him a lot.
Yeah.
I really it's the main actor. His name's what's his name?
I can't remember the name of the main actor in those movies.
The Hobbit movies. He's really good. It's
Sharknado. Sorry, I had to interrupt and say that. I had to.
Oh, that's S tier.
I've never seen Sharknado.
That's S plus tier.
It's funny, dude. You ever seen Sharknado?
Mm-mm.
You know about it though, right?
Yeah.
Mark Cuban.
I heard Sharknado was the goofiest movie.
It's very goofy.
It's very goofy.
I'm sorry, I
very
kind
bad.
of cut you off, Kelly. What were you saying about whatever you were saying about?
I just think he's a really good actor.
Who is it though?
I don't know. I
It's
remember.
not Elijah Wood. He's not in those movies.
I don't know his name then. I thought that was Elijah Wood.
Gandalf is in
Gandalf.
in them. Ian McKellen.
Yeah.
But you're talking about the main Hobbit.
Yeah, the one who plays Bilbo Baggins.
Bilbo.
He's really good. I
And
like
it's
him a
not
lot.
Ian Holm. He plays Bilbo, the old Bilbo.
Baby,
see.
baby.
Oh no! It's the guy from the British show. He played Jim on the British Office, like the original Office. And he was in a show
Martin
called
Freeman.
Space. Yeah, Martin Freeman.
What
yeah.
about
He is
Transformers,
good.
guys?
Who is Elijah
He's in the Marvel
Wood? Who am
movies.
I
He
thinking?
plays the agent who ends up in Wakanda.
It's been so I can't remember.
I don't know why I thought that was Elijah Wood.
That is Elijah Wood.
No, I know. I'm saying I don't know why I thought Bilbo Baggins was Elijah Wood.
No, he plays Frodo Baggins in the Lord of the Rings movies.
Oh, is that why I'm thinking of him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. It doesn't ring a bell.
What do you guys say about
You know
do
what?
one
It's connected. It's there.
Sharknado?
I've never seen it.
I've never seen it.
But
Have you seen it?
I say it's a good D tier.
But
Probably one of the worst movies.
our rule is
Yeah,
gonna go
but
F,
have you
right?
seen it?
No.
No. Okay, we're F there.
Okay, let's do one more really good.
Transformers. It's a good one.
Okay.
Unless you want
That's
to
an interesting one because
Yeah.
the first movie's good. The third movie is really good. The newest movie's pretty good, but then all the others are pretty
Yeah.
weak, you know.
Different
So,
casting and
Have y'all seen the new one?
I've never
That's
seen a Transformers movie. However, the soundtrack for Transformers 2 is hands down one of the best movie soundtracks of all time.
Yeah. I don't know, but maybe.
the video games are cool.
Have you seen the Transformers movies?
No, I've only seen like 2 of them. Play the video games. Pretty cool.
Have you?
I haven't seen the new one, but I used to watch Transformers a lot. I used to love.
Oh, I've seen
Transformers.
Bumblebee.
Used to play with them.
Okay,
Yeah.
Bumblebee's good too. You know, Bumblebee's like a prequel, and even the
Yeah.
new Transformers movie is a prequel. It takes place between Bumblebee and the first Transformers.
Bumblebee was really cute. I mean, like the actual robot, not the movie itself. Like he was really cute.
Mhm.
I think Transformers overall is like a C.
Yeah.
You know,
I agree.
I think Jake would have to disagree with you on that one though.
Yeah.
well, maybe he can change that when he comes in.
Maybe he can. Go ahead,
do
get
one
him.
more good one.
Oh, we're
Let-
going.
let me,
Do you want
uh,
to pick it here?
Let's do Planet of the Apes.
Oh, I think it's I. I give
Planet
it a
of the
C.
Apes is my favorite
Oh, damn.
sci-fi franchise ever, besides Star Trek.
I just whatever. And you said it's your favorite.
Have you guys ever seen Planet of the Apes?
I think I've seen the first movie.
It's great.
It's been
So
there forever.
the Charlton Heston 1970s, 60s, or like the modern.
I think it's a modern.
Trilogy.
Modern.
Okay.
Yeah, I know it's old. I know it was in the '60s.
I know Tyler used
Yeah,
to like
there's,
Planet
like-
of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes, Beneath the Planet of the Apes, Escape from Planet of the Apes, and Return to Planet of the Apes. And then there's 3 new movies.
Are they good movies though?
I love them.
Okay.
Like love them.
Because I'm just judging them off the modern
Yeah.
takes on them.
What'd you think of that one?
They're good. They're a cool concept as a movie.
Have you seen all 3?
Only seen I think the first 2.
Okay. Yeah, because the first one is interesting because it's like the rise of Caesar, like him learning to talk and
That's cool.
breaking out.
Yeah.
But then the next one gets into like, oh, there's like a ape kingdom and like, you know.
Yeah.
And then the third one is like them like kind of running from the humans trying, you know. It's really good too though.
I want to see them. I want to watch them all again. Just
Yeah.
remember everything.
Though the original Charlton Heston one though is like
Pretty good.
well worth a watch for sure. It's like the, you know, damn you, you dirty apes.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Oh, and then
Classic.
also we're forgetting the Mark Wahlberg movie from the early 2000s. There was a single Planet of the Apes movie in the early 2000s
I think I remember.
starring Mark Wahlberg.
I think
The end, he thinks he gets back to Earth, and he lands in front of the Lincoln statue in Washington, D.C., and it's an ape sitting there on
that's funny.
the statue. you
I
know?
don't think I've seen it.
Yeah. For me, Planet of the Apes is the top of S tier. And I think since you guys have seen a couple of them, you would say what you think about them and then go.
Give
Give
it
it
a-
A. I think for me, it'd be like A, but I'm not opposed to S.
I was gonna give it a B.
Yeah, so let's go bottom of A. I would say would be fair for what you guys have seen. Okay, I'm going to bid you adieu and
Yeah.
go get Jake, okay?
All right.
See what Jake says.
I hope Jake's seen some movies because
Yeah. See if he can. He
I'll be
can.
right back.
I keep telling you guys I'm not a movie person.
Hey,
So
movies
good.
are good.
But I don't think that they aren't. I just don't watch them a whole lot.
Only
Oh,
watch
look,
movies with someone else. I don't ever
The Lord
watch
of the
a movie by
Rings is
myself.
its own. I just missed it.
Let's go.
Nice,
go.
Travis,
What do y'all
nice.
think of Rocky? Love. So my favorite, one of my favorite franchises. One of them.
Never seen them.
Dun, 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 dun,
What's
dun,
up,
dun,
Jake?
dun, dun,
What's
dun,
up?
dun.
Bro, the
While you
perfect
still
theme
can.
Mama, take a seat.
Run while you still can.
Jakey.
All right, what do you think about Rocky?
What do you think about Rocky, Jake?
Rocky.
Wait. What do you
First
think
off,
about
who are you?
Transformers?
Wait. Who are you?
I am Jake.
This is Jake, guys.
Who's
I don't think
Jake?
I don't think you've seen
I am
Jake.
Ginger number 2.
Oh,
Wait,
I
are you
thought-
actually a ginger?
I really thought you were just gonna say I am.
No
Jake.
way. He's a ginger. I had no
Wow,
clue.
man.
I'm a
Let's
secret
go.
ginger.
Planet of the
Travis.
Gingers.
Travis,
Let's go.
Travis, they're taking over.
Let's
I know, it's crazy.
Be prepared.
Yeah.
So what do you
We're
think
coming
about
at you.
Transformers? We gave it a C tier. How do you feel about Transformers being a C tier? How do you feel about that inside?
That's whack.
Right.
What do you rate it? What do you rate it?
I rate it B at the least.
You got a tattoo of it and you're rating it B?
At the least. Because
Hey,
I
hey,
think
hey.
A.
the third
In
and the
all
fourth movie
fairness-
are kind of trash.
In all
Okay.
fairness,
Okay.
I have a Fire Emblem tattoo, and I would not say those games are S tier.
What have you seen the newest Transformers?
I have.
Is it okay? What do you think about it?
It's pretty cool.
Okay.
All right, we don't have a whole lot of time to get through this, guys. So let's just get through it. Madagascar.
S.
Damn.
I love those games. I love those.
Yeah,
movies.
no, I'd agree with that.
I
I
love the
think they're good.
movies. I think they're
those
great
are good.
movies.
I like those ones.
I watched the TV Nickelodeon
A.
series.
I think
Penguins.
Moto likes you.
Oh my god.
Oh, that guy's cool.
I think about that all the time.
I rate B.
S.
I think A.
A.
Top of A.
A.
S.
So we got a
Top
B
of
and A and an S. So I say top of A somewhere.
A.
Is it above John Wick
Wait.
though? Is it
Yeah.
above?
Wait, are we
Yes.
talking like Madagascar, like
Is it
Alex
abo-
the Lion, or are we talking
All of
Madagascar,
it.
like Penguins
All
of
of it.
Madagascar?
All of it's
Oh,
Madagascar.
S.
All of it.
Top of S.
S.
Yes. Have you seen the Penguins?
Okay, maybe not top.
Really,
of S.
Madagascar? Okay, I'll go with
I
S.
feel like
then.
top bottom of S. Bottom of S.
I love
Yeah.
those movies. I'm obsessed with
Star
them.
Wars,
Never
S.
seen 'em.
S. For sure. S. Star Wars. Star Wars. is so
Toy
good.
Story.
S. S.
B.
I
No.
give it a
Bro,
good B.
What's the lowest tier?
Toy Story.
Hey, what's the lowest tier?
F? E?
F. D. E.
Toy
said
Story.
E.
Okay.
I-
okay.
okay,
At least the
Brandon,
first two.
Brandon, I
The
have
first
to
two
say
were
this. I have to say
fire.
this, and I
Should
need
give
you
it
to
A.
know it's partially joking and partially not a joke. My
Uh-oh.
mommy issues have heavily covered my influence of view
Toy
of
Story,
Story.
was
Right.
is the grandfather of
Animation.
Animated
And
movies.
literally, it was like
Yeah.
wasn't the first animated
I'm-
3D animated.
I'm pretty
movie?
sure, yeah.
I would still put it in the lowest
As
tier.
well, the thing
No.
is, I didn't create this franchise list, and these movies are very long. You know what I mean?
They're
So
3 hours each.
They could easily have been like 2 movies each movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
For
know?
sure. Personally, Avatar's, especially the new one. Oh my gosh, it was such a beautiful film. I
I
think it
didn't
should
like
be
the
S
first one
I'll give it an
enough
A too.
that I didn't like
A-
the
A
first
tier is
one enough
acceptable.
that I just
What do you think,
didn't
Jake?
watch the second one.
I think it's
Okay.
up there.
It's up there.
Yeah.
Well, not your favorite, but like it's up there.
Is it better than
Yeah.
Planet of the Apes?
Personally, yes, but because I just haven't seen it in a long time, so I don't know. I don't want to say yes or no.
He said the Hobbit were okay. I think we put Hobbit D. We put Lord of the Rings back at A. That's what we really need to do
Okay,
for.
that works.
But what we say about Avatar?
What do y'all think?
I'll give it an
Okay,
Yeah.
it works. It works.
A. Is it better than Planet of the Apes?
I don't know. I haven't seen it in
Let's
forever.
do. Back to the Future.
It's solid.
I
Movies.
haven't seen any of them, so
I really like them. It's my dad's favorite movie of
Did
all
you, say,
time.
did you say a solid S?
No, it's a solid movie.
Oh, I think it's a great movie. They haven't done much with it ever since.
Nothing.
So that being said, I give it a B.
B's okay, but that doesn't mean it's a bad movie.
Have you seen this?
no, I haven't seen any.
Crazy
Of them.
with it.
I love them. They're pretty good.
Is it better than Mad Max?
Never seen it.
I say it is. Is it better than Alien? I
No,
say it
it's
is.
not. It's not better than
No.
Alien.
Really?
No.
All right.
Alien's like a sci-fi.
But if you haven't
king.
seen it though, what do you mean? You can't judge.
I can make, I
This
can
is
make
a-
that opinion.
This is a sci-fi king too. Back to the Future. This is before.
I mean,
Alien.
Back to the Future
Alien
is
is like-
more realistic.
but Alien is
Alien's cool.
like
Space.
the mother of all horror / sci-fi.
Sci-fi,
What do you say
yeah,
to
yeah.
Friday the 13th then? If you're talking horror,
I haven't
Terrible.
seen it, so
Terrible.
I think the first one's great, and some of the other ones are cheesy and just like
I feel like
they're
that's
cool.
All horror movies I think are cheesy.
I give it a C.
Yeah.
I think C for Friday the 13th.
All right, I agree
like
with that.
horror movies that have like multiple of that movie. Like
Oh no!
like
Wait!
Halloween and
Wait.
stuff. Like it just gets
Yeah.
cornier. and
I'm
Yeah.
tripping.
cornier the further you
I'm
go.
tripping. I'm tripping. Friday the 13th is that Freddy Krueger or is that Jason?
Jason Derulo.
It's Jason, right?
Yeah.
I was thinking Nightmare on
No,
Elm
wait,
Street.
wait. Nightmare on
Nightmare
Elm
on Elm Street is Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
Wait, Mike Myers is
Halloween.
Halloween.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Freddy. Yeah, so this is Jason. Actually, this is.
I thought. Wait, Freddy Krueger was
Is
Friday
Nightmare
the
on Elm?
13th.
No, it's
Oh,
Nightmare on
and
Elm
I,
Street.
that's
Yeah, yeah,
right.
yeah.
Okay, sorry.
But I think it still stands C.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just I
you're
feel
right.
like every franchised horror movie has to be
Yeah.
because they're like the first movie's good, but then after that they just like
They're cool at first.
steep downfall.
You
Yeah.
give me the vibe you're a Star Trek fan.
Star Wars.
Let's go.
I have not seen Star Trek.
Me either. Put it F tier.
Star Trek is. I think Lance might like Star Trek better.
Yeah,
he does. He does like Star Trek.
He talked to me.
Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. It's
I haven't
true.
seen it, so.
I used to watch. There's 2 episodes I had on a Game Boy cartridge that I watched a lot, but as far as like
the movies,
I haven't seen anything.
Kelly, no.
What?
I've seen a lot of the ones predating Gen 5. I think they're really good.
Why are you talking
I was
like this? Though? Okay. You okay? We love you.
I was talking with Lance yesterday about some of the movies. The first one that came out in 1999 was really good. Mewtwo Strikes Back, of course, always a classic.
The one, the ones with the like question marks. That movie, the question mark Pokemon looking people. The Pokemons with the question marks.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
They're like
little
little
Pokemon.
The unknown.
They're little symbols.
If the black ones.
They're like the eyeballs.
Yeah.
So it's up to me and you, Kelly.
The Unknown.
Yeah, it's up
was
to me
a
and you,
movie
Kelly.
also featuring the Pokemon Entei. It was Pokemon's only real take on anything horror related.
Goosebumps.
Entei's
Like I
a
said,
good
I
one.
think anything predating Gen 5 goes solidly in A tier. A lot of those movies are really good. I think Lucario and the Mystery of Mew is hands down the best Pokemon movie that has ever come out. I don't think they'll ever be able to top Lucario and the Mystery of Mew, which was solidly a Gen 3 movie. I have not seen anything after Gen 5. That's when I stopped watching the show, so it's when I stopped watching the movies. I can't really talk about those ones.
What does each generation mean? Like how?
There's different generations for the different games. So the first
Sun and Moon.
The first Sun and Moon, I believe, was Gen 7.
And there's like Red and Blue.
Red and Blue was first gen, so there's 151, and then each additional set of Pokemon is the next generation. Generally, they're going to take place in different regions. There's Kanto, there's Kyoto, Johto, Sinnoh, Unova. Like I said, I kind of lose track after Gen 5.
I'll have to look that up later.
I know X and Y was Gen 6. Sun and Moon is Gen 7.
All right.
Sword and Shield was Gen 8, which I played Sword and Shield, but I didn't play Scarlet and Violet, but that's Gen 9.
Okay.
We have 8 minutes.
What's the next movie?
So we're going to rate it. This is what we're doing.
Oh.
Pokemon.
I can't rate it. I haven't really seen it.
I just say put an A because I mean it's
Probably a good movie, yeah.
like everybody knows it.
Yeah, it doesn't make a franchise great, though, because everyone knows it.
Oh, like I said, I think the ones that I've seen, which are all stuff predating Gen 5, they're all pretty solidly A tier. They're pretty good
I think you
movies.
put it an A.
Bets. What about the X-Men series?
Actually, never seen that. That's like Wolverine,
I
right?
put B.
I enjoyed it. I don't think it was the greatest franchise.
I think B is good.
I think B is a great place to
Yeah.
put it. Is it better than Mad Max? I don't know. We'll put it B tier, though. Narnia.
Narnia, that's a good movie. It's been so long.
I give it a
since I've
B
seen
as well,
though.
for
Yeah.
me at least.
Man,
Yeah.
Been so long.
Ice Age.
Oh, the squirrel? Just because
B.
of the squirrel.
That's a good B tier for me, too.
Yeah, B.
I feel like it's up there with like sort of Toy Story ish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Alvin and the Chipmunks.
F.
Yeah, they're all bad.
Trash.
They're just goofy.
I do say F, too.
They're just goofy.
It was good as a kid, but, like, I mean, as a
No,
franchise,
it's
I
just
feel like...
annoying, bro.
F is in our lowest tier, though. That's the forfeit tier. E is our lowest
Exactly.
Yeah. Cars. Don't sleep on Cars now,
I like
bro.
the first Cars.
Cars is S tier.
As a franchise, though, not just the movies.
Yeah.
All of the movies?
I
You
agree.
enjoy
S
all
tier.
the
S
movies?
tier,
S tier.
Yeah.
I don't agree with S tier. I say
Really?
it's a good A tier.
tier.
Really?
I'd say C.
Next to
What?
As a
that.
as a franchise.
I feel like you
overall.
put it right behind Toy Story at least.
Yeah,
That-
yeah.
I mean, that
agree.
kind of averages it out to like
Good.
end of A or top B.
That's okay.
If she said C,
That's okay.
so where are you putting it? I guess we're gonna
Bottom
put
A.
it bottom
yeah,
A.
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles.
Fire.
B.
I love Ninja Turtles.
I just
I
feel like
agree.
it doesn't. Not
agree.
too many people. It's like
The new one was pretty good, I heard. But
I
Yeah,
watched
the
all
animated
the movies, like the three
the live action ones.
I loved them. You know they were
they
goofy as
were
hell.
pretty good. I like.
No, they were
them,
actually really bad. Apparently, like they're not
What?
great movies,
I enjoyed
but they're good.
watching them.
You know what I mean? As a kid, I watched them.
I enjoyed them.
So that being said, I give it a good B.
It's like A or B, yeah.
What do you say?
A or B.
A or B?
Yeah.
What do you say?
I agree.
Kelly?
B?
Never seen them.
B, she did never seen them. Jurassic Park now. Jurassic Park go hard.
That's okay.
It's great. I'm trying to think of anything bad with Jurassic Park. That's what I'm trying to think of.
Bad.
I don't think anything's bad with Jurassic Park.
The Jurassic Worlds? I think
they're good.
The first Jurassic World is pretty good.
Yeah.
Can we just? How about what is this? How to Train a Dragon? I think that's really bad.
Oh, I really love How to Train a Dragon.
I thought it was trash,
I want
dude.
to say something I can't say on the air.
No, keep it to yourself then, Kelly. Until after.
S.
I give it personally a D tier.
What?
She says S tier.
Top of S. Top of S. I'm talking like if there was like a double S tier, it would be double S.
You said it was good or bad?
I haven't seen it in so long. It's like I don't really remember that much.
Let's combinate. Put it A.
I've seen all 3 of the movies. I've seen the TV show. It's good.
Hey, I do agree they're all pretty good. I haven't seen all of them, but
I don't know.
they're really good.
I guess we'll put it A tier.
It's like bottom of A.
It's actually really funny. My friend was playing Baldur's Gate 3, and he picked a Dragonborn character, and he just made Toothless as his playable character.
No way.
Nightmare on Elm Street. That's definitely
C.
Put it with C.
down here somewhere. Well, yeah, with Friday 13th. I do like it better than Friday 13th though, which is actually no, I don't because.
Well, here's my question to you. Rank those 2 by themselves, of course, but what do you feel? How do you feel about Jason versus Freddy?
I actually haven't seen that movie.
I haven't seen anything. I can't believe that's an actual real movie.
Yeah.
So is Jason.
And there's like
in
a
space.
futuristic, Jason X or whatever it's called. It's like a superhero Jason.
Jason's the one with the hockey mask on.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
He's got like the Jason X is like he's like got metal like armor plates and like his mask is like looks like a predator mask.
I got a bone to pick with the one where he's on a cruise ship. I'll be honest.
There's one where he's on a
Doesn't
cruise
make
ship.
any sense.
Bro, these people are coming up with the craziest horror movies.
Freddy or Jason apparently just learns how to inexplicably teleport for that entire movie, and it's never explained. It's not like a real thing. He's just showing up in places he should not be.
I've seen Jason X. You ever seen that one?
Mm-mm.
Like, you ever seen that one?
I refuse to watch that one on principle.
I've just seen what he looks like in that movie.
I refuse to watch that one on principle.
There's like a scene where like these girls are in like the in like a sleeping bag. Like, Jason, come sleep with us. And Jason just zips it up and just like tosses them around.
Oh my
just throws them all around. It's funny.
So stupid.
Fast and Furious, man. Come on.
I feel
just
like
based on what it is,
S tier.
you have to say S tier. Just come on, dude.
I don't want to.
I think it's top. Is it better than Marvel?
No.
Is it better than Spider-Man?
No. Sorry. No.
I could say, I people could definitely argue it's better than Spider-Man. I think it's better than Madagascar though.
It just became kind of gimmicky.
Yeah.
I think after the 10th one, it became a little repetitive, in my opinion. So
yeah,
I don't think it deserves.
Once they started going to space,
S tier. Yeah.
Lance would highly disagree with all y'all right now.
I know. I'm not saying it's a bad movie.
Finding Nemo.
I think that's
S
tier.
probably.
I think all of them are.
You think all of them are that good? I think Finding Dory was kind of. I think Finding Dory was kind of like.
Finding Dory was pretty good.
I think I like
compared to.
It was different. It was different. That's why.
I don't know.
Because you're Finding Dory.
Did you watch that one twice?
Would you watch it a bunch of times? Yeah. As a kid, probably not right now, but as a kid, yeah. Whenever it came out, I was like perfect age.
Talking about Dory.
Yeah.
The sequel.
Yeah.
How many movies are there? There's 2.
You're Finding Nemo, and then Finding Dory.
Okay, how is that a great franchise if there's only 2 movies in the franchise?
The Incredibles is a great franchise. Only has 2 movies.
Got me there. I think the second one was kind of bad though.
What?
Compared to the first one?
The second one was kind
It
of.
was cheesy. It was bad. They made it
I
all about
liked
the
it.
girl.
I still
Girls.
liked it.
No, I don't like it.
I still like it.
They could do anything.
Hey, just make it a bad franchise.
They made the girl the key.
You fall in love with Elastigirl?
So is it? What are we gonna rate this? You said S tier, right?
For what?
For Nemo?
I think A. I wouldn't say S.
Right by Toy Story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like
Kung Fu Panda.
A. I did like it.
Give it a B.
Yeah, I say
I
B.
like the Kung Fu Japanese style of it.
I will put it next to Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Behind it, actually. I think Ninja Turtles is goated.
Okay.
See, you have to have an opinion. You're just like, yeah, I agree.
I agree.
Yeah. What do you think, Brandon?
I
What does
agree.
Brandon think?
My brain agrees with you. Yeah.
I know you've seen Kung Fu Panda, Kelly.
I've only seen the first one.
Everybody was
The
Kung
lore is
Fu
very
fighting.
deep within those movies.
I've only seen the first
Skadoosh.
I
What did
would-
you think of the first one?
I would say the first one's S tier.
S tier.
It's amazing. Such a good movie.
But this thing, that
Jack
one is S
Black,
tier. But
bro.
the second movie was good. I
What
just
did
don't
we
feel
do
like it
with
was
the
great.
Despicable
Isn't there a
Me?
third one with like only pandas in it?
Yeah.
I haven't seen
what
that.
Did we do with Despicable Me?
We put Despicable Me at C tier.
It's got minions in it. It has to be.
I feel like the Kung Fu ones are still better than that.
Yeah, I think Kung Fu Panda should be like bottom of A, high B.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Bottom of A, high B.
I think bottom of A.
It feels like a sin to put any cartoon above like a.
So you don't value animation as a form of media?
Is that what I said? Did I come out of my mouth? Exactly. I don't know if I can put over Hangover.
I've never seen Hangover.
Okay.
Or Rush Hour, bro. I don't know if I can, but since you guys, I'll put it top of B since you guys want that. I think we're actually out of time.
Do we have a question of the week?
But before that, I think we would do one more. Resident Evil, trash movies, but I love them.
You don't want my opinion on this? I will talk about this for longer than we have.
Yeah, we have no time.
I would say Z tier.
Z.
Yeah, I'd say they're pretty bad, but I grew up on them, so I give them like a good C tier.
You don't like the movies?
I have so many opinions.
They weren't great. Movies. They weren't great movies.
Okay.
They were good.
No. Clarifying question before I actually say this: are you talking the 6 live action movies? Or are you talking the animated movies? Because if you're talking the animated movies, solidly B tier. No, they're different.
No, I'm not talking about animation.
The animated movies fit into the game franchise. The movies are an entirely separate thing. Yeah. They don't follow anything with the games.
Okay, that's bad.
That's bad. The comics or anything like that.
I like them.
Those 6 movies are some of the worst movies that were ever produced on the entire face of the planet in the entirety of this history. They are garbage movies.
Mortal Kombat's pretty bad though.
That's a whole other level of bad. That is a whole other level of bad.
Pretty bad.
The Resident Evil movies are an affront to everything that game series meant to gaming as a franchise and to the story itself. It is an affront to cinema.
You hear that?
Those movies are awful.
Understandable.
I could go on.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail. It's a good movie.
Well, you heard that, guys. To end today's episode, how about we end it with a question? This is going to be an amazing question. What was your favorite movie as a child? Like, as a child, what was your favorite movie?
Spirited Away.
That's a Studio Ghibli.
It's a Studio Ghibli movie. Yeah,
Ghibli.
I'm a really big fan of Studio Ghibli movies. They're kind of some of the only movies that I do normally end up watching. My mom had a TV player in the back of our car, like one of those little like CD, like you insert the DVDs. Like it's like a little drop down TV that fits into the top of the whatever the top of the car is called, like the ceiling of the car. And I had a cousin who, I think she's like 17 years older than me or something. And she ended up lending me the movie, and I never gave it back.
You don't have to give that movie back.
I watched it. I can't even tell you how many times I watched that movie. I was obsessed with it when I was a child. Frankly enough, I'm still obsessed with it now. I think it's hands down one of the best movies ever made. Honestly, Studio Ghibli really just stands a cut above the rest. Well,
I agree.
The ones with Hayao Miyazaki, the couple that happened after his son took over the studio are a whole different thing. But he's back now, and they're about to release a new movie.
I like Howl's Moving Castle.
I can't say I watched any Studio Ghiblis as a kid, so I couldn't really say that for mine. As a kid, I watched like SpongeBob movie. I watched Finding Nemo, Incredibles.
See?
I think, you know what, as a kid, I must have watched Monster Inc. so many times. So that was got to be my favorite childhood movie, Monster Inc.
What about you, Jake?
First one.
I'd say they're probably the 2007 Transformers or Nacho Libre.
Oh, Nacho Libre is good. That's a good movie. What's the other one? It's the Vote for Pedro, Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah.
That one's good. That was one of my favorite. It's really good. I think my favorite is Ender's Game. I feel like I've seen Ender's Game.
I heard the movie was way worse than the book.
The book is really good. Here's
Ender's Game and Maze Runner.
I had to read it. I did an independent study in high school with one of the teachers, and it was about like mystery and sci-fi literature. So I read the Ender's Game book series, and the first one is really good, and I hate the second two. They're awful. I hate them. I cannot stand them. I will reread the first one. I will never ever touch those other two again.
All right.
The movies are awful.
What?
The movie is so bad.
I enjoyed the movie just because I like the space aspect. As a little kid,
we're gonna talk about this off the air.
Yeah, we will.
My boys, and we will catch on next week on Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. Make sure to go ahead and follow our socials. This is This is Jakey Jake over here. He's
Jakey
gonna be
Poo.
taking over the socials, and we haven't been as active as we should be. But Jakey's gonna take care of it, and Jake is gonna make sure that we have the best social media page on the face of the earth. So make sure to follow us at the Planet 100.7, and have a great rest of your week. Catch you next Wednesday at 1:30 p.m.
Bye, guys.
And peace out.
Wow.